Chrismon is a word that comes from Christ monogram. Though known and used throughout the world, the Chrismon tradition began in 1957 at Ascension Lutheran Church on West Main Street in Danville, Virginia. Pastor Meredith Williams and Church Council President York Pilson discussed the tradition.
The original Chrismons were the Greek letters that spelled Jesus or Christ. But now they have grown to be any kind of white and gold Christmas ornament that tells the story of Christ. One of my favorites is the pelican. And this is a traditional symbol of the church. The pelican represents the sacrifice of Christ. The legend of the pelican is that in times of scarcity and famine, a mother pelican will feed her babies on her own blood. And so a pelican represents Christ's suffering and death for us, the children of God. And so we have a pelican on the tree for that reason. Frances Kipp Spencer developed Chrismons originally back in the 50s. She was the child of missionaries, and she was very frustrated with the commercialism of Christmas. So she went to the pastor and complained about the way the Christmas tree looked. And so the pastor said, "Well, Frances, you can volunteer to do it any way you like." And so the next year, she made all new ornaments, which were Chrismons. They were white and gold, representing the innocence and purity of Christ and the majesty of Christ. And she did not allow any kind of commercial element on the tree. Chrismons were to be made by hand, made with love, and given in love, not sold or bought.
We have a few of the original ornaments. Some are in the display case because they're now too fragile to put on the tree. They're made of materials that are not readily available now, so we can't display all of them.
Chrismons have spread around the globe to almost all countries. We have hundreds of countries ask about Chrismons, and even in our decorating of our Chrismons tree, one side is dedicated to international ornaments that have been made other places and sent back here. Part of our thinking about Chrismons is that they should be local. They should be from, local folks to local folks. So people expanded the materials they used to whatever was native. A lot of Scandinavian countries use straw. We have an ornament that is seal skin from Alaska. People use paper with origami. People have used metal work. People have used pottery. People have used embroidery.
And let us not forget the okra.
Oh, yes, the okra.
We even have an okra pod that was made into a Chrismon. So we have everything from an okra pod to lapis lazuli used on a Chrismon. Lapis lazuli is a blue gem that is only found in Afghanistan. It's quite rare, and it makes for a very spectacular ornament, but we try to limit the amount of color. Color is to be used sparingly and for a very particular purpose.
We do have open public hours every night from 7 to 9 through the season. We have some Sunday hours, 3 to 5, and then groups that come from other places call and schedule a tour and a guide to be here with them whenever they're able to come. The Chrismons tree really has something interesting for all ages. There's a children's side, a children's corner that our children decorate and make the ornaments for. The international side, the gift side. We have a large ornament in the front that shows the Christian year, the liturgical seasons, and I guess the important thing is to come and to get up close and look and see the craftsmanship and see the details, because it's not the devil in the details here, it's really the Holy Spirit. I came here as a pastor 2.5 years ago, and that was the first time that I saw this Chrismons tree. And walking in the first Sunday after this is up, you walk in and the lights are low and the tree is there and the smell of cedar is in your nose and the lights on the tree are just glowing and kind of reflecting warmly off the wood. And you just can't help but stand here with your mouth open just a little bit, kind of taking it in, thinking, this is something special.